Good morning, Tony and Renee, Love and Tow. We're taking our Rockwood Ultra Lite 301 FKT over to Camping World. Got to make a small little repair on the roof, and we are going to camp at Asheville West KOA. So come along on our journey today. So we decided to go have some lunch, do a little shopping. You can see in the back seat there before we go pick our camper up from Camping World. Ready to eat, babe?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Final word, we're going to eat. All right, we've made it to KOA West Asheville. Just backed it into the site. Great experience. They let us right here. Gave us directions for backing in. We had ordered firewood ahead of time, brought the firewood with us, so now we're just gonna go about setting down some leveling blocks just for some extra stability. We'll check out this auto leveling again, the BAL auto leveling system, and way safe weight distribution. So far so good, we're enjoying that. All right, so we got the camper backed in, we got the auto leveling done. Tony's going to now hook up power. 50 amp service. This side was 50 or 30. Checking to make sure everything is good. Got the green lights. All right, what you gotta do next? Power cord. Breaker off. Plugging into the rig. A little finessing there in turn to the right. You got to get the wheel connected.
So water won't leak in.
Yep, so water doesn't leak in. So once that's tight, power cord. Straighten it out a little bit. Or coil it up. Either way is fine. Either way, your power is going to still run through the cord. Plug it into the surge protector. And then we're going to turn the breakers back on. Make sure everything's a go. We got the green lights again. So we have power. Just heard the ACs come on, so we know that's working. Now we'll do the water when we get back. We got to run out a couple places. My favorite place, not too far from here in Maggie Valley, the old gray mare. We got to get some boiled peanuts, so that's what we'll be doing. Then we're going to come back. We got a lot of stuff we brought today to put in the camper, so we'll do that, and then we'll see you back when we pack her up. All right, we are checking out this morning. It was a quick trip, not a bad stay. A lot of people that stay at this KOA complain about the highway noise. They are pretty much just through those trees there. Is an interstate, but honestly with our AC and our fans, we didn't hear a lot of highway noise. Plus they provide a QR code that you can listen to white noise on your phone, and they also give free earplugs, so pretty thoughtful. Overall a nice stay. Hooking up the sewer pipe. It's always the least pleasant part of the trip, just flushing those tanks. You always want to flush your black tank first and then your gray, because the gray helps wash out anything that you may have residual from that black tank. Make sure you're not connected at the back there. Pipe came out of the hole there. Just got to readjust that before we flush. You don't want your toilet paper and pee and unmentionables going all over the place, so gotta make sure that's connected well. These are brand new pipes. I know he's not wearing gloves, but these are brand new pipes. First time we ever will be flushing these tanks, so there goes the black tank. Saw the pipe move going down in there. We do have the little racks, the little, I don't know exactly what you call them, but to put your sewer hose on so it drains. Luckily, we were only here, half a day and a little bit of the morning, so nothing gross for us to flush this time. Still got to get it all out of there. You want all the tissue and things out. You never want your black tank to have any odor and coming into your trailer. So next is the gray. Quite a bit of gray. We took showers. So yeah, quite a bit of gray. We took showers. Washed up all the new dishes that we put in the camper. So that should give us a good clean out of everything. All that soapy dishwater that we use. So just making sure all that's drained and out of there. Just want to put of course, your sewer pipes, you want to store those separately when you do put those back. There's usually a part in the bumper of each camper specifically for those hoses. So we had gray 1 and 2 from the bathroom and then from the kitchen. And it's all comes through one connection, which is really great. Our last camper, we had a separate for the gray and a separate for the black. So this is all one connection. You just pull the handles to flush, like run a flush. And unhook. Make sure you put your cap back on your tank there. Get those pipes all put away. Cap those. Put them away in the back of the camper, separate from all your other water hoses or any other kind of things that you use. You want to keep those separate. What, you need me to hold that?
So it's clean.
You can hear there was dish detergent suds at the end, so that did a good service to that. Definitely cleaned it out. Do you have a cap for that? Oh. This is what I was mentioning, the dedicated place where your stinky slinkies, as I think some people call them. You keep those completely separate from all your other stuff, like what you would have in your pass-through, maybe your water hoses, that sort of stuff. You definitely want to always keep these separate. And all that's left is to you would get the soap in the water.
Yeah.
And go get him some soap and paper towels to wash his hands. Now he's unhooking the water. Last thing we will unhook is the power, so he's making sure to take off the filter. Trying not to get soaked at the same time. Whoops. Okay, we come back inside and we can see all things are empty. Let's turn those lights on. So all the tanks are empty. So we're all set. The highway noise is kind of just like the ocean. It's like a constant, so it's not like people are stopped in traffic and blowing the horns. So it's not bad. Alright, turn off the breakers, unplug. Pretty simple. Get your surge protector put that away. So do a little extra wipe on the cord. Make sure we don't carry all this dirt with us. Again, a little twist. Then a little turn, and then an unplug. Makes for less dirt in the pass-through. We've turned off the propane. Next, we're gonna raise it up, pull up the stabilizers. Again, this has the BAL auto leveling, so we don't have to do much when we stop. All right, closing up the camper. Is that little broom inside, or what'd you do with it? Got us a little $4 broom at Home Goods yesterday, just to sort of sweep off the steps and get around any corners inside. We're gonna clean it when we get it back to the house today. Just make it a little easier, that way we can go ahead and hit the road. Sometimes I-40 can be a little tricky. That was a good use of the $4, even if we don't use it inside. Yeah, they have one of those at Home Goods. I started to get it, yeah. All right, easy peasy. Putting the steps up. And we're gonna shut the door and lock it. And then Tony will show us again how easy it is to put the handle down. And just click it into place. Easy peasy. Nothing else going in the pass-through, at least on this side, so he's going to lock it up. Pretty sure all these leveling blocks go in the back of the truck, so I think we're good there. All right. I'll show them this VAL leveling system. What are you pushing there, babe?
Auto mode.
Auto mode.
Auto reconnect. Everything's good.
And it just sort of does its thing. We wait, we get all the leveling blocks at the back, get the chocks up. Those pass-through doors stay up automatically when you open them, so there's a magnet up there. So the front ones came up, those blocks. See, it's raising the tongue as well. You can set it at your hitch height for your whatever you're towing with, and then it'll raise it back to that. So you're able to pretty easily get this thing leveled and then get it ready to hit the road again. Kind of a glare on it, but when it's ready to go, it'll tell you. It says system status ready. So get all those blocks up, and then we're gonna I say he's gonna back the truck up to it. Let me throw this stuff in with the trash. They do pick your trash up here in the mornings. You just have to, we're putting it here on the table until we leave, but you just have to put it at the front of your campsite, and they'll pick it up for you in the mornings. Still got some stickers we got to take off this thing. We got some stickers off yesterday and this morning from the inside, so I'm just gonna back the truck up and we will go from there. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I get to raise it up. Hey.
No, okay. Hit home screen.
Tongue jack mode.
Yep.
And then I want to extend it. I gotta go up a little bit so we can get it above the hitch here, so we can back it up and connect it easier. How about right there? Is that up enough? I guess that means yes. Look at me. I'm all of a sudden an expert at hooking up an RV. Stop. Alright, my directions work pretty well. Look at that. Just gonna hook right up. Just like a little breeze. When all else fails, you just push your truck. You going to go forward a little bit, or
Just
well, that is a certified measurement, a half a hair. So let's see what that looks like. Yep. There's a little tiny storage door here. That's where he keeps the pins and things for the connections. So we'll connect that. Connecting the chains. Connecting the emergency disconnect swirly cord there. You gotta put the swing arms on for the weight distribution, so that's the next step. It's really nice weather out here this morning. This breeze. Swing arm goes in. And there's a pin that connects it here. This pin connects on both sides. And again, this is the WaySafe weight distribution system. I'm pretty happy with this. Definitely more advanced than our last weight distribution system. What was that last one called, babe? The equalizer.
Equalizer with round bars.
Yeah, equalizer with round bars.
Yeah.
So again, if you're looking into a new weight distribution system you want to tow, definitely not sponsored by WaySafe. We bought this with money out of our own pocket, but it's worked out well. Hooked up the electric there. Adjusting the jack just to make it easier for the swing arms to go on the brackets. And then the next step after we hook these is to make sure the bolts are torqued according to specs before we tow. You want to check that before you tow each time, obviously for safety reasons. Put the pin in here. Side one. And side two. So pretty easy. So once you get your tongue to the right height, you slide those on very easily. It does come with a pry bar in case you need some help getting those on or off. Now, retracting the tongue jack, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, they can't hear your head nod. You gotta use words.
You
can see the gauge adjusting as we put the weight on the tongue and the weight distribution system. So We did all measurements. We know what it should be set at, so that's what we look for once this is fully retracted.
But right now we start on an incline, so
Yeah.
the reading's not going to be exact.
Okay, yeah, you do have to be level for the reading to be exact. So we'll stop. There's a couple of rest areas not too far from here. We'll stop at one of those and make sure the reading's correct. But again, the next step is we'll get these few leveling blocks put in the truck and then get these bolts torqued and we'll hit the road. So you can see we carry this book with us, the Way Safe manual that came. So you want to make sure it tells you exactly if you have the heavyweight or the middleweight, and then what your different bolts and bracket bolts and things should be torqued to. So you want to make sure you do that before each time you tow. Things can shift pretty easily. Hubby has grabbed the wheel chocks, so those will go in the truck as well. He's up there sorting out all his totes of things that he has. We only use this truck when we tow our camper, so he just leaves these totes on the back so they're ready to go each time we are. Okay. Torquing those. That one was good. Again, it's always good to check. Check the other side. It also tells you how to do these right here. We have the, looks like the grade 8. Those are trailer bracket bolts. Those are the trailer bracket bolts grade 8. That's 65 foot-pound.
Yeah, I think those are good.
It says to check them.
$65.
65. Good. There we go. What are the slider bolts?
What do you see?
Right here. Hold my phone. Let's look at what the slider bolts are. They're number 10. So, number 10. Is that what that just was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then the last thing is your clamp bolt, which is that thing right there in the middle beside the gauge. That is 35, no, to the left of it. Yep, 35 to 65 foot-pound. I'm helping, I know he loves it. Right. Just make sure everything's torqued. You don't want to. Yep. You don't want to start going down the road and lose your camper, especially not one you just bought. All right, so that's done. So I think we are officially ready to head out. Put that stuff back in the pass-through. Lock that up. And then we will see you when we hit the road. Also another important check before you tow is your lights. You want to make sure you're connected, that your connections are working. So I always get to be the one to come back in and check all the lights. So we're going to give him the thumbs up. And we checked both sides, and flashers are good, and we're good.